This is going to be another set of free body diagram examples. For the first one, I would like to do a block that's sitting on a block that's in an elevator. So I have an elevator car, there's a block, and there's another block on top of it. I'm going to say block 1, block 2. So for this first, I'm going to draw a free body diagram for block 1. The block will be a dot. Block 1 has MG, and it's sitting on this second block, so it feels a force upward, and that would be a force on 1 from 2. That's really it. It's not sitting on the ground, so it can't get a normal force from the ground. It's just got that kind of contact force in between. I'm going to say, let's have up be my positive y-axis. And there's my free body diagram. For the second block, again, a dot. I have an mg going down. It's sitting on the ground, so I have a normal force from the ground. And then block 1 is sitting on top of it. Block 1 pushes down on block 2. So I get this downward force, and that's F2 on 1. I'm going to again say upward can be my positive y-axis. And that's it for that one. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, there is this rope attached to my elevator, and that rope, that tension force, doesn't show up in any of these. If I were drawing a free body diagram for the elevator car, then that rope would matter. But as it is, it doesn't. One other thing that I should mention is this. I could treat this whole thing together kind of as one object. Depending on the problem, that might be helpful. So let me show what that might look like if I wanted to draw a free body diagram for that. So now my shape looks like this. And this is 1 and 2 together. Acting on 1 and 2, that whole big blue shape is sitting, well, has weight. So I'm going to have m1 plus m2 times g going down. It's sitting on the ground, so I get a normal force from the ground, and that's it. This is what happens if I combine these two pictures, because if I combine these, what I would find is that these two forces have to cancel each other out. They are equal and opposite forces. When they're in their own free body diagram without having another free body diagram to combine with, if I'm just looking at this box, for example, then F12 has nothing to cancel with. But if I've got both pictures that I'm combining together, I would have those two canceling out. So then I end up with a free body diagram that looks like this, where again, I'm going to call upward my positive y direction.